This is Elizabeth Solaru. She's a microbiologist turned royal cake maker turned luxury strategist. Growing up in a Nigerian household, Elizabeth was faced with the two common choices of becoming a doctor or a lawyer. She went down the route of medicine and eventually became a microbiologist. Elizabeth spent 15 years as a microbiologist, but after a near death experience, she quickly realized that she wanted more out of her life. Upon having this realization, she handed in her notice at work with no plan in place. The Thursday after handing in her notice, Elizabeth received a call at her office, which some may call destiny. The call led her to doing locum work whilst also studying for her MBA. Elizabeth transitioned from working in locum to becoming a headhunter. And from becoming a headhunter, she finally took the plunge to start her own cake business. One of the first things she did was grab the yellow pages and call every event planner in the book. And it just so happened that one of the people she called was the Queen's first cousin. And that client cemented her trajectory to making cakes for high net worth individuals all over the world and royalty. To hear Elizabeth's full story, find out what that near death experience was, and really unpack how she got from A to B and was able to reinvent herself so effortlessly multiple times. Check out the Paula Oyinkwo Show on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and Amazon because I had the pleasure of interviewing her and she certainly has a story worth listening to.
In the latest episode of Meghan Sussex's Confessions of a Female Founder that dropped today, I've had the time and the opportunity to listen to her speaking with her friend, the hair colorist, KD Lee, and it's another banging episode. Just like I urged you last week to listen to last week's, which was all about failure and beginnings and having a passion and having a cause, etc. This week is actually about themes around building without a roadmap, building your empire brick by brick. It's about the evolution of a brand. And again, I don't know how Meghan does it, but again, I'm just like, oh my God, this is another incredible episode. And KD is very warm. She is very cheeky, irreverent, but at the same time, very self-assured, very respectful, and yet vulnerable. When she talks about the early beginnings, the opportunities she had, she also explores racism in some ways, being the only Black people in an industry full of people that don't look like you. Again, another incredible episode. But I just want to explore the idea of building without a roadmap. And this is what she says. There's no roadmap. There's no manual. If you knew how hard it would get, they might hesitate to start at all. And when she said that, I was thinking, oh my God, this is exactly what I talk about around uncertainty, around intuition-driven leadership, the importance of having a vision, even if you're in the dark. And I remember when I started my cake company, I just knew I wanted to make beautiful cakes. I saw these beautiful cakes and I'm thinking, I just want to make cakes that are beautiful. That was my driving passion. And I remember thinking, I also want to be seen as one of the best. But I had no idea how it was going to happen. I saw the vision. I saw books. But I thought, I want to make that same journey. But I had no idea how it was going to happen. And by trial and error, plenty of sleepless nights, plenty of sweat, plenty of tears, plenty of doors being slammed in my face, I just kept pushing. And when she said, none of this was overnight, this is all brick by brick, I literally felt myself holding bricks in my hand, because I know what it is when you're building and you're building and it looks like it would never end. You're building this foundation. Nobody has seen the foundation. Nobody has even seen the skyscraper that you have in your mind. And yet you're trying to build your... Oh my God. Yes, 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 yes. It was a yes for me. And it's all about slow growth and perseverance, and it's about persistence, and it's about not giving up even when people are telling you what you are trying to do is impossible. So it also refutes the myth of overnight success, and it honors the process, because the process is rough. You have to shape the bricks, you have to make the bricks, then you have to lay the bricks, and you've got to make sure that one brick is sticking to the next brick. Oh my God, stories I could tell. But anyway, if you're out there and you're building and you think it would never come to pass or it would never happen for you, stick to the process. Stick to your self-belief. Stick to the fact that even if it's never been done, you could possibly be the first person to do it. Anyway, my name's Elizabeth. I'm the author of The Luxpreneur, another book that they said would not be possible for somebody like me. And for more insights like this, please like, share, and follow for more. And of course, check out the link in my bio. Another episode of Meghan Sussex's podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, has dropped today. And I had a listen. I thoroughly enjoyed the episode, but something caught my ears. It was when KD Lee said, some clients paid for a year in advance so I could pay my team. She was, of course, talking about the pandemic, and she did what she needed to do to pivot, but she managed to get some clients to pay her a year in advance. Those people are more than clients. They are a community. For them to have so much faith and so much trust in her that they pay her a year in advance. If you are a business founder, those are exactly the type of clients that you want. And more importantly, you need to be that kind of business where people will literally pay you a year in advance for your products or your services. That is what I call being a high trust worth business. My name's Elizabeth. I'm the... What am I? I'm the author of The Luxpreneur, and please like, share, and follow for more. As you know, I still have a bit of a brain fog from me having this flu, but please support me and become the sort of supporters that will pay way in advance for what I have to offer. Thank you. I want to quickly talk about race, identity, real conversations, and female solidarity and shared experience. Listened to Meghan Sussex's podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder. New episode dropped today. Go and listen. And KD said something very interesting. She said, it's obvious I'm a black woman and most of my clients are not. And now they're asking questions they never had to ask before. I felt that because, again, I'm in an industry where majority of my clients are actually not. They don't look like me. They're not black. I have clients from all over the world. It's exposed me to a lot of cultures, a lot of nuances, a lot of social... what I call social mores. And 2020, again, that was a time where we had Black Lives Matter, we had the George Floyd, we had Breonna Taylor. It was a summer of discontent, and a lot of people that did not look like me they had to confront a number of things for the very first time. And sometimes you just have to become a guide and a safe space for people. And you also have to be in a space where you have to educate people as well. I remember a really, really good friend of mine, she made such a horrible assumption, and I just had to there and then say, no, no, we're not doing that. And then I explained. But yeah, it's one of those things that is ongoing, and you just have to face it. There is no running away from it. Also, she spoke about female solidarity and shared experience. So another layer is, I'm a woman, and you also have the female solidarity side of things. And I would also urge that if any of you are business founders, please seek out and talk to other female founders, because their experience is completely different to a male founder's experience. Because as a woman, some of you will have families, you may have children, you may have other responsibilities that a lot of men probably might not have. So I would say there is safety in talking to other female founders, and you get to have, on top of everything else, not just free advice, but free therapy. But free therapy with a mission. Anyway, my name's Elizabeth. I'm the author of The Luxpreneur. And for more insights like these, please like, share, and follow for more. In the latest episode of Meghan Sussex's Confessions of a Female Founder podcast, Katie Lee, her latest guest, who is a well-known hair colorist to a lot of celebrities, she talks about burnout and the loneliness behind the hustle. And she says, 42 days straight, one of the loneliest periods of my life. I was single, just completely and utterly depleted. Woo! I felt that. I felt that because, again, when I ran my business, for a long time, it was just me. And even when I had people working with me, I still had to be in charge of everything. And you just come home and go straight to bed, come home, go straight to bed. And it was back to back to back to back, especially during peak seasons between April and September. It was just hustle, hustle, hustle. And yeah, it was the emotional cost of being the strong one. And even in success, there's isolation, especially when you're giving constantly, you're giving physically, and you are giving emotionally. So the grief around that is very, quiet, but it's very high functioning. It's a high functioning type of stress and grief, but it's very, very lonely. So again, I would say from my personal experience, if you are in that stage of your business where it's just you, yourself, and I would suggest that you find other female founders that you can reach out to, that you can talk to, that you may even form some sort of group or association with, even if you join certain forums, so you just do not feel that alone. And then you can get to talk to people, you can get to exchange ideas and just relieve some bit of stress. But anyway, my name's Elizabeth. I'm the author of The Luxpreneur, and as you can tell from my voice, I'm still recovering from that dreadful flu. But please like, share, follow, support, etc. for more insights like these. Do you know what's wild? Sometimes the moment you decide to stop fighting hate and just let it become white noise, everything changes. Yesterday, Meghan came outside, yay, and she gave an interview with Time 100. And I loved everything about that interview. I loved everything about her look. I liked everything about her bodyguard, i.e. Prince Harry. I liked everything about the convoy, yes. And people got in their feelings about how amazing she looked. And I've just been thinking, sometimes the best thing to do is ignore the haters. Because here's the thing. When you stop dancing for approval, when you stop trying to fix what was never yours to fix in the first place, you start living from a place of power. Meghan didn't just disappear. She didn't disappear. What she did was she reclaimed her peace, her space, and her story. Oh, I love that. She let the noise just buzz in the background like a cheap broken speaker, and she kept it moving. And what did that do? It forced the world to shift. It forced the trolls, the haters, the press, it forced them to shift. The headlines then got tired. The trolls got boring. The same thing over and over again. Oh, she did this. Oh, she did that. But guess what? Who cares? She started to live her life, because when you keep throwing stones at someone who doesn't flinch, you begin to look stupid. And that's what happened. This is the part they don't teach you in school. This is the part that sometimes your family doesn't teach you. Stillness is power. Keeping still is a strategy. Discernment is power. Not everything is what you react to. Walking away from chaos, choosing joy, choosing family, choosing her purpose, that is not weakness. That is the highest level of grace. So do like Meghan. Turn down that background noise. Turn down that volume. Make your peace louder than the noise of your haters, and watch how everything will begin to align. My name's Elizabeth. I'm the author of The Luxpreneur. And for more insights like these, please like, share, comment, and follow for more. Meghan looked at the interviewer and she said something profound. She said, "A confession I can share with you today is that I'm the happiest I've ever been." Ooh. With that, I am now thinking of retiring from the Meghan Defense Squad. Ha ha ha! Our work here is done. Our girl is the happiest she has ever been. She's got a supportive husband. She's got 2 gorgeous, loving children that she is raising away from the glare and the hate of you know who. I love this. After all the headlines, after all the criticism, after all the noise, she's truly happy and thriving. And guess what? It shows. So right now, I am raising an imaginary glass. I don't drink, but I'm still raising a glass to everyone who supported Meghan and her family and who defended them, so that we have now arrived at this very moment. Sometimes revenge isn't about getting even. No. It's just being genuinely happy and succeeding despite everything they have thrown in your path, despite everything they continue to throw in your path. Now, finding happiness on your own terms, no matter who tries to write your story for you, that is an accomplishment. And I am so happy that Meghan has got to that point. My name's Elizabeth. I'm the author of The Luxpreneur. And please like, share, follow, and comment for more insights like this. And I pray to all you supporters, to all you that wish another human being well, I pray that joy and happiness will be yours. I saw this on someone's TikTok, and for the life of me, I couldn't find it to stitch it. So I'm going to do my version here. So a few years ago in South Africa, Meghan looks at the camera and talks about how unhappy she was and how she asked for help and nobody gave her help. And you didn't believe her. Now she's talking yesterday, the Time 100 interview, and she said this was the happiest that she's ever been, and you don't believe her. Guess what? You are the problem. I thought it was so funny the way the lady shared the TikTok that I thought, let me come and share it with you. And it just goes to show, it doesn't matter what people think or believe about you. They will choose to believe whatever it is they choose to believe. The most important thing is what you think and what you believe about yourself. My name's Elizabeth. I'm the author of The Luxpreneur, and please like, share, and comment for more insights like these.
We right now have a white supremacist that is sitting in the White House. He is backed up by other white supremacists. And if you really want to know who the criminals are in this country, you can Google it. You don't have to trust me. But the people that commit 80% of the most violent crimes in this country are white supremacists. Yet for whatever reason, they sit and they serve at the pleasure of the president. They are the ones that were there on January 6th, tearing our democracy down physically. And now we have them tearing us down right here from within. Here is the problem.
Of course, Congresswoman, to interrupt you, but President Trump, of course, has denied any allegations he's a white supremacist, and that's why he apparently fired what he. I know your point, but he did fire Darren Beattie in reaction, they believe, in part to his attendance at that conference. Does that change your opinion in any way?
No, it doesn't change my opinion, because we saw what he literally recently just posted, and the coddling is for the white boys. That's what's happening right now. I am tired of the white tears. Listen, if you are competent, you are not concerned. When I walk into Congress every single day, you know why I don't feel a way and why you can't make me doubt who I am? Is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison. And that is the life that we have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder. This is why they don't want us to have education. This is why they are trying to literally say we won't fund the HBCUs, because they know that if they've already gone after affirmative action and they're saying, you know what, don't allow them to come into, say, these PWIs, as we call them, don't allow them to come into these institutions. We know why they created the HBCUs in the first place. It was because they wouldn't allow us into the white institutions. And so now they're not allowing us in. And now they're saying, you know what, we're also going to defund the HBCUs. You know why? Because they don't want any more Kamala Harrises. They don't want any more Jasmine Crockett's. But I got news for them. I don't care what they do. We will fight to the end to make sure that we get our due. Because again, if you want to talk about the people that shouldn't be in this country, you probably need to look in the mirror, because the last time I checked, the Native Americans who some of ICE have been rounding up, or the Puerto Ricans who are absolutely Americans, listen, the only people that came and colonized this place are your ancestors, Trump.
If anyone asks you about these executive orders and they ask why all of the attorneys, or Democratic attorneys general, are standing up, it's because the executive orders are: 1, illegal; 2, arbitrary; 3, capricious; 4, they exceed their authority; and 5, it's important to let them know that Congress has the power of the purse, and that the President of this United States cannot, with a stroke of a pen, or in his case, a stupid Sharpie, he cannot violate the law in these United States. You need to know your law. You need to know what we are doing. We are standing up for truth and justice. This is the time of creative tension in our country. Use our voice. Use all of the powers that we have. And remember all of the ancestors who died for our right to be here.
Hello, my people. Lady Rose here. How y'all doing? To all my new subscribers, you're welcome, and my returning subscribers, y'all know I love you. Guys, I'm driving. When is William's wedding anniversary again, guys? Is it today or tomorrow? So what is it that the dude went in Rome? He went to Rome and didn't go with his wife. If he really is gonna go right now here to celebrate his wedding anniversary in Scotland. Yeah, I heard they're going to Scotland to celebrate their wedding anniversary. I can't wait. I can't wait, guys. I'm anticipating the announcement of that divorce this year. You know, these people out here have been telling y'all, guys, these people don't live together. And you still don't believe them? Y'all still don't believe, huh? Okay, let's wait. Let's wait for this wedding anniversary. How it's gonna go, because these two really don't like each other. William and Mambos just don't like each other. They hate each other. And they don't even look good together. And with William losing all that weight right now, brother, they look like two bad news. The other one is Fox News, and the other one is Fox Business News. Both of them are bad news. The main Fox News, that's that one. It's a Pete and repeat is the commercial Fox News. Both of them ain't no good. Badnews.com. I can't wait. So this time they ain't gonna go with their children, huh? They went skiing. Let's see which tabloids they're gonna call on themselves right now, because they be calling themselves the Prince and Princess of Wales. But they're going to Scotland to celebrate. They saying that's where it all started. Oh, is that where the St. Andrews is? Okay, now I see. So the St. Andrews is in Edinburgh, in Scotland. Baby. Yeah, my little cousin used to play somewhere around here. When they were young, I used to take them to this Colorado Rapids stadium around here. They used to play. I'm driving a little bit in nowhere today. See all these empty areas? All these empty areas could build lots of facilities for the homeless people. I don't even see no reason why we have all these homeless people on the streets. And then you taking some immigrant from South Africa with no citizenship to come and tell you how to run your government. That's the Colorado Rapids, y'all. That's the stadium I used to take those kids to come play here, my little cousins. They're all grown right now. They're like 25 or 26, 25 or so right now. 25, 26 years old. They're grown men right now. I used to drive this road like with my little, I used to have a little car, a Dodge Intrepid. That car used to be so cute. Yeah, so I drive my little cousins up here. Elijah is the
Continue for 3 miles.
Elijah and little William boy. Little Willie, they're all grown. So let's wait. Let's wait for the videos and the pictures wherever y'all guys gonna see out there. Let me know. The Mambos went celebrated that wedding anniversary last year. There was just a smoking mirror out here that they came and told us some stuff that I don't even remember what they say. Oh, they were blaming it on Big C. Well, after Pippa came and told us the truth, let's wait to see what they're gonna come up again with this time. Let's wait. I'm just gonna wait what they're gonna come out with out here to tell us these days. It's a few days. If it's not today, it's tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, it's after tomorrow. So right now, y'all saw the little Prince Louis. Yeah, the little Prince Louis. I'm just waiting for Prince Louis to go down there to Sudan to get himself some queen down there. And I'm waiting for George too. George is probably gonna end up in Niger. He gonna go get himself one Niger girl, like a pretty girl from down there. And George is gonna go get the one from Sudan. It's only 2 of them. Oh, okay, how about Charlotte? Y'all need to fix Auntie Charlotte. Auntie Charlotte need to get some kind of juicy guy from Cameroon. Something. Or from the Congo. Or Cote d'Ivoire. Fix them up. Make them bring more black babies on to this planet. All these people be playing with us. And that Sophie Edinburgh also has a son, right? He's probably looking for some kind of beautiful, some queen from some part of Africa. Well, maybe that one is gonna come from Lesotho or from South Africa, or one of those. Yep. I can't wait. Right now, I'm just waiting for the pictures. I'm just waiting for this wedding anniversary because I never seen somebody going to some kind of big funeral, the world leader's funeral, like the Pope Francis funeral, and you are bringing your wife.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Colorado 2 East.
Guys, I'm gonna continue this video. I'm actually driving to the flea market, and that flea market is really far away. I'm just gonna get some food from there. That's where you have all the farmers market, and you have real food. Where's that place where I'm going? This place here is a little bit.
Turn right onto Colorado 2 East.
Turn right. It says to turn right. What? It said turn right. It said turn right. Jeez. Okay.
Continue on Colorado 2 East for 1.5 miles.
This GPS lady a little bit. You know, sometimes I don't be liking her so too much, but sometimes she tells you the truth. But I haven't been to this flea market for a minute, so I'm just going today because you know what? Those food from this farmers market in the city, they just don't really look good. So I'm going to the flea market in a little town. This town is called Henderson. That's where I'm going, Henderson, Colorado. That's where I'm driving to. You got like a fresh veggies, fresh everything. Like it looks good. I'ma film the thing for y'all guys when I get there. For right now, maybe I should focus on driving. I ain't gonna be talking because I need to listen to this GPS lady. Y'all know I've been fighting with this lady most of the times. Yeah, I don't like her that much because sometimes she be lying to me and she be confusing the hell out of my head. And you know, so I talk to y'all guys in
a quarter mile, turn left onto East 88th Avenue.
Oh, okay, so she going right. Yeah, she said turn left on the 88, and that's exactly where that place is. It's the 88th Avenue. Yep. Is this on? Is this this light? Is it this light?
At the light, turn left onto East 88th Avenue.
Yes, she was right. she was right this time. You know, this lady, she be messing up. This GPS lady, she crazy. I thought for a minute she was from China. And then I found out that this girl was just complicated.
Continue on East 88th Avenue for 1 mile.
Okay, she said to continue 1 mile. So see all this industrial area? Those places, they look scary, don't they? I said I was going to shut up a little bit so I could focus on the road, but baby, y'all know your girl. I be talking. And GPS lady can't shut up. And, you know, so I'm just turning this camera a little bit so y'all guys can see where I'm at. If anything goes wrong, y'all need to know where to find me. You know, sometimes when your mouth is too sharp, you need to be playing camera and show people the road where you're traveling to, because I'm telling you, those kind of, they look like a fulfillment centers for Amazon or something like that. Maybe fulfillment center, maybe for Temu. Which one? No, it's Lowe's. I thought Temu also had fulfillment in these places, in these areas, but turns out no, it's a Lowe's. And I saw FedEx, and what are the other ones here? So this one here is Lowe's. So this one where they do keep all those big stuff that they do. Do they even deliver stuff online? The Lowe's? So see all right here, everything started. So this is the beginning of the flea market. But is this the right place? No, it can't be no right here, because I thought I remember that thing was on my right side, on my right hand. Yeah, I believe it was on my right, but the GPS is still showing that I need to go straight. But right here, you can see some people. There are people selling stuff there. And so there are some people selling stuff right here too. And they got all those food trucks. And they have this one here, says Rosario's Kitchen. Rosario got all kind of tacos and all smothers burritos and tacos and black beans and rice and everything is smothered in Mexican some stuff. Yeah, but I don't really have good palate for any of those Mexican food. I think the one I like is just carne asada burritos. Yes, that's the only one I like. The rest of those stuff, I don't like them for some reason. I don't know. I'm bad Mexican. That's what happens when you're bad Mexican like me. And right here, the cars are not moving. So I believe we are really close to that flea market, because it takes it's like a little bit of ritual. So when you getting through the gate, you have to pay some kind of dollars. Yeah, for them to let you go through there, and they're gonna give you a little parking permit for you for your car, and then you walk into that market there that I'm gonna film for y'all guys, so y'all guys could also see what I'm really doing out here in those flea market and looking for fresh vegetables and fresh everything. And fresh flowers and stuff. Oh man, this traffic just looks like bad news. I'm gonna stop this one here so it won't be too long of the video. Okay, I'm gonna stop this and I'm gonna continue when I get to the flea market. Well, I don't know where them trains be coming from. Did y'all see those trains? And those are the train crossing roads. This tells you that I am not in the center of Denver, where I live in Colorado. So here, see those train stuff? For some reason, where you have those trains in Europe look mucho diferente. It looks really well maintained, put together to the T when you see those trains, anything like that in Europe. They just put it all together, but most of the times it's just the passenger train that we are used to seeing in Europe, in the towns, you know. And so this is the flea market. You see all those cars? All these people came out here. Some of them came to eat, and some came to buy stuff, and some just came and listen to Mexican music.
In 600 feet, turn right toward Freddie Boulevard.
You know, sometimes you got lots of music playing around these places. So let's see if I'm really going to be able. Damn, these people.
Take the next right toward Freddie Boulevard, then turn right onto Freddie Boulevard.
I don't want to say. So this is what it's called. It's called Mile High Flea Market. So everybody's going there. We're going to follow each other. You follow each other. And you go to one of them entrances. And I'm just going to straighten my car right here and just go straight. Because I do not want to turn right or left, because I'm going to go park in those parkings right here. See those parkings? Right there. So that's where I'm going to go. So here they're selling visitor pass. Visitors, sellers. So we are visitors. And they have visitors and they have sellers, so people come in here to sell like a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so this market opens Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I haven't been here for a few years. But I just thought like I wanted to come around, because you know, sometimes you just want to change. You want to go to different places that you haven't been to like for a few years also. And eat some good food. But I don't know what I'm really going to eat there, because I'm not that hungry, but I just need to eat something. So Sundays, Friday visitors $2. Saturday visitors $3, and Sundays visitors $4. That's what it is. Yes. And sellers, Fridays $20, Saturdays $40, Sundays $44. If you want to come sell your turkey legs in here, they got turkey legs, they got live music, they got lots of stuff for the kids. Yep. But like I said, there's a lot of music inside there. I'm going to try to see if I'm going to be able to film. Otherwise, this is what you get. Mile High Flea Market in Colorado. I just want to film where I left my car, so I won't get lost when I'm ready to leave. The ambulance is coming somewhere here.
In 150 feet, turn right onto Freddie Boulevard.
Well, shut up already, Miss GPS. I didn't want you to remain on. I'm just filming my way so that I can find my car.
Onto Freddie Boulevard, then turn left onto O Street.
No, I ain't playing all this nonsense with you. You know? I'm just filming my way around here. It's lots of cars. But guess what? If I'm gonna stand up here, I'm gonna be here like all day. I'm just gonna try to cross, film this little area. Lots of tires. No music, thank God. No, I just heard music. There, no music. Something happened. Under this Trump government, everything is changing. Everything that used to happen doesn't happen anymore. Oops, no. The music is still there. The music is